So, where are we?
Today,
Where are we?
here
right now?
in the Braintree shop.
What was the starting point of it all?
For your dad and I?
Yeah.
Well, we were in a bit of a pickle 4 years ago. The business that I was running got into trouble. Recession, also 2 or 3 people let us down on payments, so that was a bit rough. And no support from the bank, so we ended up in a position where we had to start from scratch. And this was the shop that we chose to keep on. So we sunk all our time and effort into this and have built it up over the last 4 years. It's been a long, slow struggle, but we've got there. Good teamwork, good support from the kids. But we're in a much better place now, which is great.
What are your fondest memories working in this line of business?
Well, I started quite a few years ago working for my mum, and it was a slow process. I just grew into it, really. She'd always had fabric shops, so I'd always been around the trade, but I wasn't going to work in the fabric trade. I was going to be a jockey, but that didn't work out. So I ended up working for my mum in fabrics, and I learnt from the bottom up. So when we started, we were more dress fabric and haberdashery, and gradually, as things changed within the way the world is today, more and more people were making their own curtains. We got into the curtain side of business, and then into the making side of business.
Just admiring that there is a need at some point.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. You're very welcome to take any of the booklets that are laying around because they are for your usage. So my fondest memories, I suppose, are just having fun with the family, growing up in the environment. It's a great environment to work in. It really is. You get to meet a lot of crazy people, a lot of creative people, a lot of fun people. So, and all ages.
It is retail, so you do experience sometimes it is a bit stressful at times.
Oh, it's never stressful.
Never.
The customer's always right.
All right. Obviously, you've been hit by a few hard runs. What happened exactly?
Basically, we got hit by the recession. People pulled their horns in. Everyone was trying to save money here and there. We had great big overheads. We had a very big shop in Bury St Edmunds, which had 3,000 square foot. The rent on it was astronomical. The rates crippling. And it was because of the size of the shop, heavy staff. So we had a lot of staff costs in the shop as well. So when things started to go quieter, we had more staff than we knew what to do with. But all of them had been with us for so long, there was no way we could afford redundancies.
Do you feel like you're the new kind of predecessor of that, bringing it back up again in the new generation?
Well, she was a hard act to follow, to be honest with you, because she started on the markets, every day on the markets, and then built it up from there to a little shop, and then to a bigger shop, and then to a chain of shops. So it was a hard act to follow, but I think now, today, if she saw us now, she'd, be very chuffed with what we've done.
What were your personal feelings for you? Did you feel like it was your fault?
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Well, at the end of the day, the buck
Why?
stopped. Well, because it was my shop, I was running it. At the time, your dad had he was doing the curtain making for us, so he had a completely separate business. So the actual retail outlet was being run by me wholeheartedly, and I think I felt responsible for all those people. I felt like I'd let them all down. We were very lucky in as much that we didn't end up owing a lot of money to any of the suppliers.
Just to kind of end this all up, kind of circle it all off. What would you like to see come from all of this in the end? What would you like to accomplish from all of this? Do you think there's going to be an ending point? Or are you just planning to keep on growing and growing if you can?
No, I don't want to get any bigger because I don't think I have the foresight to cope with anything bigger. I like what I've got around me. I need to be in control of what's around me. I'm not very good at delegating. So I don't want to get any bigger. I just want to have a really nice fabric business. And that's what I want to keep running.
Thank you, Mum.
That's all right. Will that do?
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Oh, good. Should we turn this off now then?